Good evening, Titans, and welcome back to school. And this is Mr. Simpson with Algebra 1, and we're going to get after it tonight, talking about Lesson 1.1, Solving Simple Equations. First of all, the new book is going to start off with an essential question each time. So we want you to think about how can you use simple equations to solve real-life problems. And if you look at the objectives for Lesson 1.1, Solving Simple Equations, we're going to solve linear equations using addition and subtraction. We're going to solve linear equations using multiplication and division. And we'll use linear equations to solve real-life problems. First of all, if you look in your student journal, you're going to notice that the core concept of the addition property is right there as well. And so you're not going to need to write this down, but we are probably going to have you write down the example of how this is used to solve one-step equations. So first of all, if we look at this, we're going to solve x minus 3 equals a negative 5 using the addition property. And the addition property states that if you add the same number to each side of an equation, you produce an equivalent equation. Equivalent means an equation that would have the same answer. So to get x by itself, since we're subtracting 3 from x, we're going to undo that by adding 3 to both sides. So now this goes away and we have x equals, because that's the only thing left on the left side, and negative 5 plus 3, so we have different signs. So different signs, we subtract them. 5 minus 3 is 2. And we take the sign of the larger number to get x equals a negative 2. Now, here's an example for the subtraction property. Since y, we have plus 2.8, and we want to get y by itself, we're going to undo that by subtracting 2.8 from each side. Now, if you recall, subtraction is really the same as just adding the opposite. So I'm actually adding 0.9 and a negative 2.8. And since the signs are different, I'm going to subtract 2.8 minus 0.9. Remember to line up your decimal. I'm going to have to borrow here, so 18 minus 9 is 9. 1 minus 0 is 1. And since the 2.8 has the negative, my answer is going to be a negative 1.9. So now my answer is y equals a negative 1.9. And I would have put both those examples underneath your notes in your student journal. Good evening.